I love you. Yeah. TKEZ for all the good.
Hey, hello everyone.
I love you, love. If I see ya, it's not too long.
Welcome.
Feeling strong. I wanna see ya. See ya. I wanna see ya. See ya. Come be first. In the money, in the time, anytime when I come, you know, say I miss you. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah. And anytime when I'm calling, make you pick up the phone, but you know that I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yeah. My baby, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't sweet,
Hey, Christ teaching. Celia Amy, sing long. Welcome. Good to see you. GKCD, Gina Zara. Welcome, guys. It's Wednesday. Good to see you all.
Let's link up. I wanna see your face. I love picture. I wanna see your face.
Welcome, Price Teaching, Gina Zara, Tia Amy, this is CB.
I wanna see your.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Birthday.
Wanna kiss you early in the morning. Go, child. You know it's only you that I want. It's like turning up your name. Wanna kiss you early in the morning. Go.
Welcome. Good to see you all. Yes, dance to the music. Now, it's time for my dance. Woo.
Yeah.
Welcome, I see you all. Welcome.
Let's be up.
I want to see your face. Yeah. I know picture. If I don't see your face,
It's not too long. I wanna see your face. Feeling strong. I wanna see your.
welcome. Good to see you. Let's warm up. Warm up. Woo.
In the money, in the night, anytime when I call, you know, say I miss you. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah. And anytime when I'm calling, make you pick up the phone, but you know that I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yeah. My baby, please don't leave me. Don't leave me.
TKEZ is his name. It's in my description. I'll put it in my description.
Let's be up. I wanna see your face. I love picture. Wanna see your.
Wow, welcome, amazing people.
I wanna see your. It's like the end of the day.
Welcome. Give me a thumbs up. Peppy. Woo. Peppy. Welcome. Peppy, good to see you. Welcome. Guys, if you can't share me up, let's have more people in the house, okay? If I don't see your face, how is the weekend going already? I'm in a party mood. See ya, if I don't see your face, yeah. See you, I want to first to
It's like a night and day. Wanna kiss you early in the morning. Go, shine. You know it's only you that I want. It's like a night and day.
welcome, guys.
Go, shine. You know it's only you that I want.
Welcome. It's good to see every one of you amazing people here. Good to see you all. Delia, it's been long. Delia, you've been missing on the streets. Yeah, welcome. Delia, you've been missing. I miss you. Black Money Cup. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Black Money Cup, Buzz Bay, Delia Amy, Pepin, Gina Zara, Decency World. Thank you, amazing people, for joining the stream. I really, really do appreciate. Yes, give a thumbs up and share out, okay? Let's have more people in the house before we dissect this topic. Taboo. Hey, I see you, Black Money. Mel Fierce Fitness in the house. Welcome, Mel. Good to have you. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate every one of you, amazing Queen. Black Money, it's good to have you here, bro. It's good to have you here. Thank you so much. Welcome. How is the weekend going already? Let me know in the comment section. I'm still outside. You're still outside, Boss Bay. What are you doing outside? Busy? What's the time where you are? Huh? What's the time there? This one you're still out. Oh dear, well done. I know it's not easy. So guys, how is the weekend going already? Hope it's been great, and this month has been amazing so far, I believe. I believe this month has also been amazing. Are you sure it's being lazy, or there is something actually keeping you away from YT Street, Delia? I don't think laziness is there. I think something is keeping you away. But whatever it is, we hope to see you soon, Queen. We miss you. We do. Welcome. So I'm here now. No, I meant I was outside. Okay. You were outside. Oh, thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. Yeah. Hope you all have your bottle of wine, your water, whatever it is. Hope you all have it. Oh, okay. You see TikTok. Look, a lot of you have run to TikTok. How many of you are on TikTok? I'm not okay. I am on TikTok, but you won't believe that I haven't been on TikTok. I have a TikTok account, but I haven't been to TikTok for months. I haven't uploaded anything there. I haven't done anything there. Hey, Mel Fierce Fitness, thank you so much. Thank you. You like the colored light. I haven't uploaded nothing. I'm the only one who doesn't know how to do TikTok. And it's so bad. I don't know who is going to teach me how to do TikTok. I don't know how to go about uploading content. I don't know what to do. I'm just looking at it. Really, it's more interesting and easy. Wow. Okay. I guess I need to really learn it. A lot have been saying it. Susan Herbal Tips have been encouraging me to come on TikTok. Same with you, Decency. You see, I'm not the only one. I think I don't know how to do TikTok. I don't know. I wish I know how to. I wish I have somebody here with me that will teach me. I don't know. I don't have anybody here. I do everything on my own. So, but TikTok is looking too difficult. I don't know. And people say it's so easy. I get notification every day. My phone is going back from notification on TikTok. But I don't know what to do. I'm just looking at the app. Yes, okay. I cash out. Really? For real, Delia Emmy, you cashed out twice already. Okay. I think what I need to do is to maybe come on YouTube and learn. Some of you that are there already, can you please upload video for how to do TikTok or upload TikTok for beginners? Since you're already there, we the beginners that don't know what to do there, you guys should upload videos for us to do, for us to watch and learn. Anyways, welcome. Good to have you all, amazing queens. Yes, don't forget to give a thumbs up, guys. Please, thumbs up and share if you can. Let's get it on so I can free you queens to go and have an amazing time this Friday night. No, I love Friday night. Friday nights can be crazy. It can be overwhelming with so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's get started. Today we'll be looking at, yes, Delia, drop a video. Drop a video. Drop a video. You see, I'm not the only one saying I don't understand it. Somebody else is saying she doesn't understand. So if you drop a video, be sure that at least we'll come and watch it. Okay? We'll come and watch it. Because drop a video for us. We are novice. We don't know. We need to cash out like you too. Because you're home. Anyway, so welcome every one of you. So today we'll be looking at taboo in marriages. Hey, there are so many things we don't know, because when we're in love covers everything for us. So long as Bobo is in love, so long as Bobo is handsome, so long as Bobo, is loaded and he's got everything that we are looking for, we don't bother asking certain questions. We don't bother asking certain questions to know, especially we in Africa. We in Africa, we don't ask questions. I know how Adjoa said, to know where this man came from. What are the do's and the don'ts? What are those forbidden things? What are those abominable things that we are not allowed to? We don't know those things, and because of love, we get carried away. We just prepare the marriage, prepare the traditional marriage, prepare for white wedding, and boom, next thing is honeymoon. Let me start by telling you guys something happened to a friend of mine a couple of years ago. While we were in school, that was in my diploma years, yeah, that was 2003. My very good friend got married to an Igala guy. If you are a Igala, you are watching this video, let me know if what I'm saying is true or not. If you are a Igala from Kogi State, let me know in the chat or in the comment section. If you come across this video, let me know if what I'm saying has some facts in it or not. She got married to this guy. They've been dating for over 5 years before the guy finally proposed. The guy is from Ogugu. A place called Ogugu is a local government in Kogi State, Ogugu. Now, when they've been married, that was when she discovered certain things. No, after the engagement, before the traditional marriage, that was when they told her the do's and the don'ts. My girl has been in the relationship for long, for 5 years, so it's difficult for her to want to quit at this point. It was difficult for her to quit at this point because, I mean, how is she going to start? That was when they told her. Oh, sorry, guys. One moment, please. One moment, please. One moment, guys. Let me quickly do something. Don't touch that die. Don't go anywhere. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. 1 minute. Don't go away. Just want to quickly sort out something on my laptop. Okay, so it was prior to the traditional marriage that she urged Tonia, you came. Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you. Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate. That was when they now broke the news, like they sat her down to give her the do's and the don'ts, the taboos in Igala culture, especially from Ogugu. Not every part of Igala, but Ogugu to be precise. Ogugu to be precise. That was when they told her that once she gets married to this guy, she cannot collect money from anybody again, not even from her father or her brothers, anybody, being it, so long as the person is a man, she is not allowed to collect 1 naira, kobo, 1 cent from the guy. Nemuza, welcome. Time out with family. You managed to come after the party. Oh, Queen, thank you so much for coming. Welcome. Pablo, happiness. Thank you, gorgeous. I appreciate you. Woo! Friday night is gonna be amazing. Nemuzo. How are you? Hope you are good. Pablo, thank you so much. Julia, I appreciate every one of you, Queen. Thank you so much for coming. Please kindly thumbs up and share out the stream. Yes, like I was saying, we're talking about taboo, the do's and the don'ts in marriage. What we don't know, the things that were kept away from us, the things that we discovered after marriage. These are the things we'll be talking about. For those who are already in marriage and discover certain things, what's the way out? Those who are not married yet, they need to begin to ask questions. They need to begin to ask questions. So that is the reason for today's stream, taboo in marriage. Okay, you're good, Omalik. Thank you so much. Now, they told her, the first thing they told her is this: she cannot collect money from any man. So long as he's a man, she cannot collect anything. Nothing, not even her father or her brothers or her male friends or neighbors, anybody. So long as you are a man, you cannot collect money. Secondly, while she is baiting, no, she cannot answer anybody. Boss B, you said you heard something like that, okay? You cannot answer. Sorry, guys. Okay. You cannot answer any man calling you. Let's say I'm in the bathroom now, having a shower, and a man calls me, maybe wanting to ask a question or get something. I cannot answer. No, this thing, okay. I cannot answer. Sorry, guys. 1 minute, 1 minute. I don't know why this is showing itself. Why it's showing itself. When they go show we are here. She cannot answer when she's in the bathroom. So long as she's having a bath and she's naked in the bathroom, she can't answer any man that calls out. The reason I'm making this stream, because I have had another person complain of being trapped in a marriage. Something happened to another friend of mine a couple of years ago. After marriage, few months after marriage, it was actually linked to what they call Ibegu. The Igalas call it Ibegu, and I don't really know what she did. She was a friend back several years ago. I don't know what she did, but while in labor, she died while giving birth. And there were speculations then that she must have slept with someone. She must have broken one of the rules. She must have done something that she shouldn't have done, that is against their culture and their tradition. She must have done something. So now this other friend of mine that got married to her boyfriend she dated for 7 years, they gave her all these things. She was telling me, because we were very close back then, she can't answer a call from the bathroom, she can't collect money, and she cannot even give anybody money. She can't give her husband, her brother, her father money without the husband's consent. She cannot give anything to anybody without first consulting and agreeing with her husband before she will bring out money. So long as she's the wife in that family, before she gives out any money, her husband must give her the permission or be the one to give out the money. So she told me, she said, Blessing, what do? I am trapped. I said, no, you are not trapped, oh, babe. You are not trapped. She's an Igala girl. I said, you are not trapped. You are not married yet. You ask yourself, are you ready to go through this? Sorry, guys, for the distraction. It's just my system is behaving here. I said, you are not married to this guy yet. He's not your husband, but you have to choose. You have to decide for yourself what you want. Number 3, you dare not have an external marital affair, like extramarital affair. You dare not cheat on your husband. That is the worst of it all. You cannot cheat on your husband. The moment you try that one, forget it. According to them, it is on by kaput straight. First of all, if she confesses to the husband, he must divorce her and expose her. That is, I'm talking about the Kogi people. I'll come to the Igbos and even the Esan people. Yeah, the Isha, is it Esan people? Yes, I'll come to that. For those who belong to these tribes that I want to use as a case study, if I'm not getting anything right, please let me know. If there is anything that is not truth, because I had to research this before coming here, let me know. Now, the worst is the infidelity. You cannot by mistake let any man see your nakedness. No man can see your nakedness, not to talk of crossing. If that is done, the husband will fall sick if he's not aware. The husband will fall sick, and after a while, his legs will begin to swell. Then he will go from there. He will go from there. Especially if she cooks for the husband and he eats it. There's this particular soup, okra soup, draw soup, any soup that draws. The husband must not eat it. The man must not eat it. He must not eat any food she prepared, in fact. The moment the husband eats any food like that, he is gone. After a while, he will fall sick and go. Nemuzo said they still practice that cheating tradition in some parts. Yes, it is still practiced. It's called the Begu. It's called the Begu. And a lot of cultures still uphold this. A lot of people still uphold this thing. Pablo said relationship and marriage is not a death sentence or prison. Yes, but this is the reason why some of these things have been done for a very long time. Now, let me even go back before I continue. Let me go back to the history, how these things came to be. Several years ago, our forefathers did certain things, certain traditions. They perform certain traditional rites that will enable them keep their wives to themselves. So that if their wives happens to go out to cheat, they will know. And the only way they can know is the consequences, something befalling the woman or the man. So with that, they will definitely find out that the wife has gone out. The Yorubas do this. They call it Magu. Magu Yawomi. I don't know if there's any Yoruba person in the chat. Welcome, sweetheart. I don't know if there's any Yoruba person in the chat. They call it Magu Yawomi. Some men still do it. The moment you climb their wife, you will remain there until help comes. You will remain on that spot with the woman. And I don't know, some people said it doesn't work, but what we are here to discuss is, yes, we have seen cases. Some places still work. Some places must have destroyed their own because of Christianity. Some places have decided to remove all these things, to abolish them. But there are other places where these things are still practiced. And as a woman, if you are not aware of the do's and don'ts, you may be falling into a pit. You may be getting yourself into a big trouble. You may be getting yourself into a very big trouble. Why? Because eventually you will break one of the rules and then you start paying the price. So not infidelity is a no-go area. Let me check some of your comments and then we'll go on. Okay. Barbara say, yeah. Please tell her to run for her to run 440. They've been married. You know the funny thing, they've been married for over 15 years. Now, this thing I'm telling you happened over 15 years. So they've been married for over 15 years. Tradition deal. Thanks, dear Gina. Yes, they still practice that cheating tradition in some parts. Absolutely, they do. I see you too. Relationship and marriage is not a do or die sentence. Absolutely. But why only women? We will come to that. We will come to that. Why is it that only women are the ones paying the price? We have a lot of men who break the rules. We have a lot of men who do certain things. Is it that these traditions are meant for only women? Is it that, I mean, it's obvious that it's the man's world. It's obvious that it's a man's world today. It should be both. Honestly. It's true. Okay, it's true, because once she's in, she is. Oh, I don't support cheating, but then not giving money to your family or collecting. I tell you, this one shocked me, and that was her fear. That she's not going to be able to give her father money again. Like, you know how women can secretly send money to their father or to their brother? You can, I say, from that place, if you're from that place, you cannot do that. Your husband must be aware of every transaction. Your husband must be aware. Be it your father, brother, whoever it is, you cannot give the person money. So that is why it is good to ask questions. As you are getting married, especially intertribal marriages, it is very important to know where this person is coming from. Know the tradition. Know their culture very well. So that in the nearest future, your children will not come and be paying for something they don't know about. Momesi's Kitchen, welcome. Time out. Thank you. Your party was amazing. Your monetization. Congratulations once again. Time out with Pami. I really appreciate you. Congratulations once again. Ed Varieties. Thank you so much for coming, ma. I appreciate you, Ed Variety. Welcome, ma. Good to see you, ma. Welcome. Thank you so much. Delia, you said divorce immediately. You will divorce immediately. But you see, a stitch in time saves 9. It is better to find out. It is better to ask questions before you even get into it. A lot who are into it today, they're not even thinking about divorce, but they are trapped in it. Fabra said, the law is also, that law is also in my place, Asaba, but we don't practice it in my family. Yet it is very dangerous. Yes. I will tell you guys why some parents, why some families choose to abolish it from their family, why they don't want to practice this anymore. I'm coming to that. Welcome, guys. 1 minute, let me. Odobuka was working now. Okay. Evelyn Omoro, is it Omorogbe? Let me not spoil this name. Let me just use your first name. Evelyn, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for joining the stream, guys. As you're coming in, please give a thumbs up and share out if you can. Okay, please. Let's have more people in the house. Twitter. Yep. Yep. 1 second. 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 1 second, guys. Don't go away. Mrs. Perry Blessing TV. Welcome, Mrs. Perry Blessing TV. It's a pleasure having you here, ma. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much. Now, it is not just for, it's not just only that. Now, I think in Esa, I don't know, those who are from that place, correct me. The first thing about their place is that once you are married to a man from that place, another man cannot use your wrapper. Another man cannot, you cannot borrow your wrapper to another man. It is assumed that you have had what is it called? Adultery, that you have committed adultery. Once you give another man, be it your father or your brother, no man will tie your wrapper. Your husband I don't know if it's still practiced, but for those who know about this culture, let me know very well, please. Let me know. For those who know this culture very well, let me know if it is still practiced in most places. Your husband cannot use the same bucket, the same betting bucket. It is considered abomination. It is considered abomination for a man to use the same bucket with the wife. Then in the bathroom also, nobody can call out. No man can sit on your bed as well. AE29, welcome, Queen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. No man can sit on the same bed with you. Once that is done, it is also considered as adultery. No man can sit on the same bed. Then another one is a woman who commits adultery, just like the Yorubas do, or the Igbos do too, or the Kogis do, is endangering the life of her husband. The man will fall sick, and eventually his legs will swell up, and then he will pass on. And even when she conceives, now in most places, in some places I researched about, this usually happens during child labor. If she doesn't confess that she has slept with another man during childbirth, she's going to go from there. She will pass on. Anybody from this part should let me know if it is true or not, and if it is still practiced. She goes through childbirth, and even if she doesn't, the husband will be the one to pay the price. Welcome, Ify London, Paul. I see you. Thank you so much. Ed Varieties. Yes. So she will go from there, or the husband will go from there. Now, in Essam, what they do, the first thing is they shave off, once the woman confesses to this crime, that she has slept, or another man aside her husband has had carnal knowledge of her, they shave off her hair, shave off one part of her armpit, shave off one part of the pekus, strip her naked, pour dirt on her, and then drag her on the street. Back in those days, I don't know if they still do it, but in some places there, they said it is still done, but no longer as open as it used to be in those days, in the days of our fathers. Now, I was asking someone, why all this? Why is it necessary? I mean, are all these things really necessary? And he said they did it back then to checkmate the excesses of some women. That most women, once they are married, back even in the days of our mothers, our grandmothers, that they still go out to cheat on their husbands. So these men do these things to stop their wives from cheating. So even when she goes out to do it, they must find out. If she doesn't confess, the husband will go. She will lose her husband, and not just her husband, she will equally lose her children. Her children will begin to pass on one after the other mysteriously. And it is said that some women have lost almost all their children to this because they choose not to talk. They choose not to speak. Due to the humiliation and the embarrassment, the shame that comes with, with it. Because you not do it and go through, even after confession. Even after confession, the woman will still be dragged. She will still be stripped naked. Her hair will be shaved off. She will be humiliated along the road to let everyone know that she has gone out to cheat on her husband. Let me read some comment. Welcome, guys. Nemos of Sabers B can see, yes, that's how they feel they can have control. Fibro Happiness. Yeah, Gina Zara. AE29. That's a terrible law. Yeah, in some places. In some places. Now, apart from that one, a woman any woman who gives who goes out to have extramarital affair in Igbo culture brings what they call uchu. Uchu, according to those who practice this very well, they say it brings uchu. Uchu is what said uchu is called bad omen. Bad omen to the husband. It brings bad omen, and it equally causes setback in his business. His business will begin to collapse, or his business will pack up, or one misfortune, one calamity or the other will befall the man's business. So when something begins to happen to a man, what is done is they go out and ask questions. If the woman has done something, or they confront the woman, once a man's business begins to nosedive, Once a man's business begins to experience downfall, the man will ask the wife, female, have you done something? What have you done? Or they go and ask questions. You know what I mean when somebody goes to ask questions the traditional way. And if the woman has done it, they will tell the man. If she didn't, if it's just natural phenomena in the life of the man, they will equally tell him. But in most cases, it brings a setback and calamities upon the man and his business. And then the woman, if she doesn't confess, will begin to lose her children. She herself will begin to experience certain, especially during childbirth, she may pass on from there. Now, these things are similar both in Igbo culture, in Esa culture, in Igala culture. At least I can attest to the one of Igala and Igbo because I am Igbo. And we share common boundary with the Igalas, with the Kogis. We share common boundaries with them. So I can actually say that yes, these things, they happen. But some families have chosen to remove this culture, and reason being that they said that a woman should be allowed to make decisions regarding her body. If she's no longer happy in the marriage and maybe, let's say accidentally, she sleeps with another man, it shouldn't bring death upon her. So they remove it. And some people don't trust their children. They don't trust their daughters. They don't trust their daughters. They know, like it's just like a father who knows what the daughter is capable of. Do you think the father will agree that such traditional rites will be performed on the traditional marriage day? There is no way the man will agree. There is no way. There is no way the father, knowing fully well that the daughter has been loosed, and it's just by chance, by luck, that she got a husband. And then during the traditional marriage, they are talking about this because you have to perform certain things for it to work. Do you think the father will allow that? He won't. Now, usually, some of these things are inculcated into the traditional rite. That is why during traditional marriage, open your eyes very well. As a young lady, if you're watching me right now, you come across this stream, you're watching me right now, or you're watching a replay, open your eyes very well. Ask questions. Don't be carried away with dancing, with ashwebi, with all the dressing, with the makeup, with the music, with the dancing, with the food, with the money they are being sprayed. Don't get carried away. Ask questions. Ask about their tradition and their culture and their custom, the custom of their people, especially if you're getting married to a man who is not from your place. Because if from your place, you may know, and though not every woman knows this, that, okay, this is something that is upheld in their place. Not every woman knows this. But for those who even know, if you're going outside your place to get married, say, ask questions. You want to know so that this man will not tie you into something you don't know. It's not just about infidelity. It's not just about infidelity, because it's not just infidelity that affects a woman. Like I mentioned before, another one is not, a man is not allowed to cross your outstretched leg. If your leg is stretched out, let's say you're lying down or you're sitting down, you stretch out your leg. A man is not allowed to cross your leg. If that is done, it is considered adultery. It is considered adultery, and it has its own consequence. In some places, if it's not adultery, if it's not about cheating, there are certain rites that will be performed to cleanse the woman. They buy chicken and then use it to jucha. I don't know, how do I put in jucha? If you are even on the stream here, let me know. They use the chicken, jucha, okay? They use it to hit your body, cleanse you. They use it to cleanse your body. Use the chicken to cleanse your body. You use it around your head, you know. They slaughter the chicken and pour out the blood to cleanse the woman from that particular one. So it's very important as a woman, don't get carried away with love. Ask questions. Try to find out if there are people practice this, because if they are being inculcated into the traditional rite during the traditional marriage, you will not know. You will not know what is going on until you have entered 1 or 2 years later. They will start telling you certain things that you don't understand. And for those of you who are already married, just stylishly ask your husband, what are the consequences? You can just use a case scenario. You can just use a case study, a scenario, play around it and ask your husband that here, there's somebody that said this. So does it happen in your place? It's good to know so that you will not go and break one of the laws. You might think that it's no longer in existence. You will not know until it has happened. You will not know because some men don't tell their wives. They don't have this discussion. Now, these are some of the discussions you should have. A woman should have with a man. It's not just all about every other thing, the financial aspect, the sexual aspect, and every other aspect. Discuss some cultures and tradition, customs about a man's place. And as a man, if you are a man watching me on this stream, it is also good for you to ask about a woman's culture, about her custom and tradition. Get to find out what are the do's and the don'ts so that you don't also fall into a trap. You don't fall into a pit unknowingly. You don't fall into a trap. Now, I am dropping a link now. For those who want to jump on the stream, please jump on the stream. Let us hear your thoughts concerning this. Let's know, are these things still practiced in your place? Do you know where it's been practiced? What are the consequences? Do you have similar thing with other people? Do you know about your own place? Has it happened to anyone you know? Let me know just jump on the stream. Let us have this. I hope the link is showing. The link I'm dropping, is it showing? I don't know if I'm okay. Oh, sorry. I thought I'm dropping link. Sorry, guys, one moment. I always forget to change this. Sorry, guys, one moment. I need to paste the link so that whoever wants to come up should please do that. So, okay, I'm dropping a link now. Yes. Yes, Pablo said, you are so right. Ask question. Okay, let me start with, okay, he said, Mrs. Perry, he said, really? Yes, really, it does happen. Gina Zara says this one is extreme with her. It's not a do or die now, absolutely. But being shouting Jesus. Well, I really thought it didn't work. No, it works. It works. It's been in most places, it's still working. It's still very effective. But where you come from, have you heard? Is it effective where you come from? Let me know. And Cornelius said, I think it's a good thing. If a woman thinks she can be faithful, let her remain unmarried there. Yeah, now, Cornelius, what about other cultures that have been practiced? What about other things, other do's and don'ts, like not giving money to your brother or to your father, or not answering a call from the bathroom when you're having a shower and then somebody calls out from the bathroom, a man, you can't answer. Like, hey, I'm here, I'm having my bath, to hold on. How about that one? Or a man crossing a woman's leg accidentally. How about that one? How about a man using a woman's wrapper, just like maybe my brother comes to the house now and I give my brother my wrapper. How about that one? Yeah, we can look at the one of infidelity. We can say, okay, once a woman is married, she should keep to herself. Her body now belongs to the husband. No woman wants to get married and be, jumping around. No woman wants to get married and flirt around. But it happened. We know a lot of women are doing it. We know, we cannot deny it. We cannot pretend we don't know. A lot of women are competing seriously with men when it comes to infidelity. Some have decided to do this because their husbands have been doing it continuously. Their husbands are not ready to quit. So they decided to play the game. Two can play the game better. So it's not just about infidelity. There are other do's and don'ts in marriage, traditional marriage especially, that we don't know about. And then once we get in, we get trapped. How about that one? I would like to hear from you, Cornelius. Then when Mercy said this kind of adultery now, wow. First, I'm on the background. I have others to deliver. Okay, Mom, Essie, no problem. Thank you, Ma. Fabro say you are so correct. Ask questions before getting married. Absolutely. Messi say you're still cooking. Okay. Our ancestors knows better than us. If London. Yes, they do. They do. But don't you think that there are certain things that are no longer necessary, especially in today's world? There are certain things that should be abolished. Even if they want to uphold the one of infidelity, I may not have a problem with that. But it is not left for the woman to ask questions and know what she's getting herself into. A woman who knows that she cannot keep to her husband, it is better she asks certain questions, get to know about the man's culture regarding this, what their custom says concerning this. Then when she knows, what will she do? Pick up her slippers or her shoe. Also, take off. Know that you are not ready for this kind of a thing, so that when you get married, you enjoy yourself. And then if you want to go outside, it is not left for you. But what about the innocent ones? And then that brings me to, I am dropping the, okay, Nemuzo said, when you are about to get married, your family usually look into the history of your partner's family. Yes, it is called Idwase. Nemuzo, you know about Idwase, right? Yes, it is called Idwase. Now, in Igbo land, let me give you guys a brief history about my own Anambra West. Before a woman gets married, she may not be the one to embark on this, but her family will go ahead to make inquiries. Her family will go and ask questions regarding the man's place. Her family will go and make some findings. It's called Idwase. It is very important before the traditional marriage. But you know the unfortunate thing? Today, families no longer care. It's unfortunate that family no longer concern themselves with finding out certain things regarding the man's place. All they care about is heavy bride price. The traditional marriage, the DJ that we come, the clothes the in-law will buy, how much money the in-law is giving, the house, everything. They concern themselves with the most irrelevant things. Whether their daughter is jumping into fire, they don't know, and they don't even want to know, because they are carried away with the fanfare. They're carried away with money. Some family are so selfish and greedy. Certain things that is their responsibility, they forget about it. They push it to the corner, and then they concern themselves with the traditional marriage. How heavy and expensive, how many bags of rice the in-law is bringing? Is it bringing a cow? Is it bringing a goat? The DJ, the band, the dancers, everything. That is what family concern themselves about. But the most important thing is this Idwase, making inquiries. I don't know if there's anyone here whose family, made these inquiries. If it's also embedded in your custom, especially during traditional marriage, let me know in the chat. So the family will go out, make some findings. They will delegate certain people. They will delegate some people for this task. Elders or matured people, 1 or 2 or 3. They will send them to go to the woman's place, to the man's place, to go find out. Even the man's family do the same thing. Sometimes these things are done without the knowledge of the other family. If a man is embarking on this, he will not let the wife to be know about it. What he will do is he will secretly go and make some inquiries and find out some of these things. What are the culture and the tradition of this girl's place? What are the do's and don'ts of the land? What are you expected to do as an in-law? They make certain inquiries. Then how good is this woman? Is she from a very good family? Is the family humble? Are they criminals? Are they good people? Are they fetish? They make certain inquiries. When this is done, the finding will not determine if the man wants to go on with the traditional marriage or not. Whatever is found out will determine. And then the woman's family also embark on this. This is where it concerns us the most, women, because we are the ones always at the receiving end. We are the ones paying the price. When we are in the marriage, our father will not be there. Our mother will not be there. Nobody is going to be in that marriage with you. It is you and your husband alone. So talk to if you're a woman, a young lady watching me, talk to your parents. to go and ask questions. Don't get carried away with love. Love is never enough. Love should be the last thing on your mind. Love should not be the only criteria for getting married to a man. Because when you get in, you discover certain things, it becomes too late. You think of divorce. Divorce is not also easy. I was saying it in Susan Herbal Tips live stream not quite long. Divorce is not easy. For those who know what it takes, the stress of divorce, you will not want to get married and get divorced. It takes a lot from you. Financially, emotionally, psychologically, mentally. Divorce breaks you down. So it's not easy to get in and get out. It's not like just jumping in and jumping out. It is marriage because two families are involved. Two families are involved, not just one family. So let our fathers, our mothers, our uncles wake up to the reality and stop getting carried away with things that are not really relevant during traditional marriage. Ask these questions. Know what is obtainable and what is not obtainable, so that you will not get caught up with some horrible culture, with some that should be abolished by now. Because for me personally, I don't think all these things, some of these things should still be upheld. We are no longer in those days where I can't give my brother money. My father needs money urgently. I can't send money to him without reaching my husband first. Even if I'm working for my money, even when it's my money, I can't. I don't think that one is really necessary in today's world. Let me check some of your comments. Yeah. Okay, Nemos will say you are about, okay, when you're about to get married, your family usually look into the history of your partner's family. Absolutely. Gina Zara say, please host, it's midnight here. I need to rest, but I'll be at the background running the live. Good night, everyone. Okay, Gina Zara, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. Then Cornelius said, culture is culture. We need to respect other people's culture, other people's ways of life. They know what is best for their society. Yes, they do. Back in the days, how about us? You see, every society gets to evolve with time. This is why we are humans. There are certain things that with time, because we are no longer in that era of our forefathers, of our grandfather, there are certain reasons why they make those laws, and we are not aware. We don't know why. But we shouldn't be the one today living in this modern time, paying the price. I believe things we should be allowed to evolve. We're no longer living in thatch houses. We're no longer going to farm carrying things on our head. Why? Because we have evolved. Farming are done in mechanized ways today. Why? Because we have evolved. The way we cook food back then has changed, just like cooking with firewood. Today we cook with stoves, with gas, because we have evolved. Our dressing has changed. Why? Because we have evolved. So I think certain things, especially when it got to do with these do's and don'ts, or these do's and don'ts, should also evolve. They are no longer relevant. I don't think those things are still relevant in today's world. Like I said before, when it comes to infidelity, I can still cut some customs. I can still cut them some slack. I can still agree with them. Okay, do whatever suits you. I mean, no woman wants to marry and jump around, so I can excuse that one. But others don't really make any sense right now in 2023. I mean 2022. They are no longer relevant. Yeah, it takes long. Okay, both families of the couple do that. Absolutely. Gabriela, welcome, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Gabriela. Thank you for coming. Okay, AE29 said, I'm still here listening and learning. Thank you so much, Queen. Fabro says it's very bad thing. Absolutely. Exactly. Things have changed. Cornelius said that is why they live better than us. With all the so-called knowledge, and yet they live better and longer. They live better and longer, yes, in certain things, in lifestyle. In lifestyle, I believe in lifestyle. Yes, religiously, they fear God more. And in the lifestyle, they eat healthier food. They work hard. There are certain things I agree that our forefathers did that are still very good, and I respect that. Now, the question is, why should it be women paying the price? Why should it be women alone at the receiving end? Like I said, I am dropping link. Please, I need 1 or 2 persons to jump on this link. Let us discuss, please. 1 or 2 persons should jump on this link. Don't you think that this is a way of caging women? This is a way of enslaving women. Why should women be the only ones paying? It doesn't mean that there are guys out there who don't do things that are abominable, but they are not being held accountable. They are not paying for it. They are not responsible for it. They just do and get away with it. A man who doesn't want to get married, a man who doesn't want to get married to a second wife or to a third wife will be sleeping around without thinking and no consequence. Why is it that there are no laws against men who are cheating? There are no laws against men who give out their own wrapper. There are no laws against men hugging another woman. There are no laws against men giving money to their parents. There are no laws, even when the woman has her money and she wants to give her money. There are no laws prohibiting men from doing all these things. A man will be in the bathroom, plenty 1,000 women will call out and he will answer. Why must it be women? Tell me. I want to know. Why must it be women alone? What do you guys think about this? Is it fair? Guys in the chat, I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear your view. I want to know why it has to be just women alone. Why? Why are men not also being held accountable to some of the things they do? Because if it's not about being a man's world, a man's world, women always pay. Sometimes I just, when I look at certain things, I ask myself, must it continue to be the man's world? I mean, when are they going to free women from certain things? Because believe me, some of these things are irrelevant in today's world. Believe me. I respect people's culture and tradition. I respect their customs. And it would be wise for men also to let their women know. If you know your place, they practice things like this. Why don't you let your intending wife, your wife to be know about it? Why don't you tell her so that she would decide for herself? Because, for instance, a woman who is working for her money, yes, the both of you are working for your money, and then she decides to help out her family and then falls into a trap. Is it fair to her? As it is now, for instance, I place order for something and then the order arrives. I'm in the bathroom having my bath and then somebody calls out. I can't answer because it's a man, and then the person will leave. So is it not also nice for me to say, 1 minute, please, hold on, I'm coming, without having to go and cleanse myself because it is assumed that I have committed adultery. It is assumed that I've broken the law. It is assumed that I have cheated on my husband by so doing. You know, the funny thing, the sad part is that some women have gone, they have passed on because of this, without knowing why these things are happening to them. Some women, as we speak, are trapped. They are having issues without really knowing why they are having this issue. Things keep getting difficult for them. They keep falling sick. They keep losing their children. They don't know that something is working against them. So it is advisable that people make inquiries, that people ask questions before these things. Now, even there's this one that, okay, once a woman gives birth, the man cannot touch his wife until after 3 months. until after 3 months, even when the woman wants it. It depends on the woman or how quick the woman's body heals. But it is considered abomination. But the man doesn't have any price to pay. Because I checked to see the consequence. They only said it's an abomination. But what is the price? It is an abomination, but what is the price? But when it's an abomination for a woman, she pays a price. There is consequences. There are consequences for her. So I ask again, have you heard, do you know of any of these taboos, any of these abominable acts in your place? Have you asked any question? Do you know any that you feel like sharing with us? Please, feel free, even if you don't want to show your face. Even if you don't want to show your face, you can close your camera, okay? Jump on the link, close your camera, jump on the link, and then join me in this discussion. Let us hear your opinion concerning this culture and tradition. And just like in some places, do you know that a woman, okay, like in my place, when a woman dies, she can't be buried in her husband's house. She has to be taken to her father's house. She has to be taken to her father's place. But most people don't know this. And it becomes an issue, both the man and the woman. Some of them don't know this. They feel it's irrelevant. It's good. Yes, you're a Christian. Yes, you're a born again. You go to church now. But some of these things are still binding on you if you don't make inquiries. They are still binding on you if you don't ask questions. They are still binding on you if you don't know them and you break it. So a man whose wife unfortunately passes on will not expect that the family will leave the body for him. They will come and take the body. In fact, the man is expected to return the body. He's expected to return her body to them. Because in Igbo culture, they say, marriage in Igbo culture is EJD, like it's a journey. You go and return. So whenever you return back to your father's house, not to your husband's house. But we know that Christianity, yes, and religion has really changed a lot. But some of these things have not changed. Some of these things are still very relevant. Chinenye Kama, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, Chinenye. Welcome. Thank you. Please, guys, smash the like and share out. I'm having amazing people here. And please feel free to connect with me, okay? After the stream, I will check your channel out and connect with you if you're a content creator, okay? I'll also connect with you, Mrs. Perry Blessing, Chinenye, Esther's Chronicles, Honorable herself. Thank you so much, Honorable, for coming. I appreciate every one of you in the chat. Susan, how about teas? Hey! Mommy, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming. Every one of you. Rebecca, I missed you. So sorry. Welcome, Rebecca LePrince. Thank you so much for coming, Rebecca. Thank you. Sorry, I skipped you. Nello's side, I missed your chat also. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. As you're coming in, please smash the like, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. God, I missed some people out. It's not deliberate, please, okay? It's not deliberate. It's not deliberate, please. Welcome. I appreciate every one of you. Chinenye Kama, welcome. Thank you so much. Momesi's Kitchen. Yeah, say honorable greetings. Okay, Cornelius said that is why we say it depends on where you come from. In my place, because of Christianity, women cannot be buried in their husband's house. Yes, you see, that's what I'm saying. In your place, women cannot be buried in their husband's house because of Christianity. But what if, let's say, for instance, you get married to a woman, you are married to me, okay? And my place, women don't get buried in their husband's house. Women are returned. A woman's body is returned to her father's compound and buried in the father's compound. And then in your place, Christianity now allows it. Don't you think there will be a clash? There will be problem. God forbid anything happens. There will be a problem because these things were not asked. These inquiries were not made. We may think, okay, you may want to uphold your place. My people want to uphold their place. What happens? It becomes a clash. And then both family will end up dragging the body. Both family will end up having misunderstanding. Both family will end up fighting instead of mourning the dead. So this is the reason why I keep saying, it is very important. Ask questions before you get into marriage. It's not just love. Love is good. Love is sweet. But you see, it's not enough. Some of these things are out of ignorance that we make these mistakes. Some of us don't know certain things, and because our parents today also get carried away, they don't even discuss some of these things, which are very important. They don't even make these findings, they don't make these inquiries, so that they will not push their daughter into what they don't want to. So that their daughter will not end up being trapped. Like this, my friend, she's living with it. They've been married for over 15 years, but at first it was difficult for her. It was difficult for her to accept that she cannot give her brother money. It was difficult for her to accept that she can't give her father money. It was difficult to her to accept that she can't answer when somebody calls and she's in the bathroom. It was difficult for her to accept some of these things, but she learned to live with it. Why? Because they have courted for 5 years. She loved this guy so much, and she's ready to deal with the consequence. She's ready to abide by the rules. She's ready to abide by the custom of this guy's tradition. Thank you so much. Pretty happy, welcome. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Like I said, this is what we're discussing. We're discussing the taboos. The taboos in some marriages. The things, the do's and the don'ts, the things we don't know, the things that were kept away from us. Some of these things that people don't know, but they break it unknowingly, but end up paying the price. I mentioned the one that happens in Esan, in Kogi also, and in Igbo land, where a woman cannot do certain things once she's married. Once the bride price is paid, and some of these things are inculcated into the now, the one I know, a woman is taken to a deity or to their shrine, okay, before the bride price is being paid. She will be taken there, and she will be made to take an oath that she will never cheat on her husband, and she will uphold the tradition of her place. She will uphold the tradition of the man's place. So she will agree to all this. Once she has agreed to uphold all this, once she has agreed to abide by the rules and the regulation, they give her a drink. In most cases, some places they give cola nuts to chew, or they bring a drink. The man and the woman will drink, or the woman will drink and say, yes, I agree to this. Just like taking the vow. I think it is taking the vow the traditional way. Yes, it is taking the vow. It is taking the vow of, chastity, the vow of fidelity. Just like, in the church, till death do us part, to love and to hold, in sickness and in poor, to love you alone, and all that, till death do us part. So in the traditional thing, some women, in some culture, some women do this, they take this oath. And once that is done, you are in. You are not getting out again unless it is divorce. And for that divorce to take place, there are certain things. And there are consequences also when a woman breaks this law. Like I mentioned before, some of you came in, the woman will be stripped naked, her hair will be shaved off. Esther Chronicles, Susan Herbal Tips, please let me know if you know about some of these things, some of these taboos, some of these things that are not to be done once a woman marries. Let me know. And I'm also dropping the link. Any of you can jump in and please give your contribution to it. So she will be disgraced and sent back to her father's house. And once that is done, no man will marry her again. She will remain single. And the worst part is she doesn't confess to it. Her children will begin to go one after the other. Her husband may fall sick and go also. His legs will be swollen. His business can collapse. A lot of calamity can befall the family until certain rites are performed, until certain things are performed. So let me read some comments here. Financial lady. Welcome, Ma. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, Ma. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Financial Lady One. God bless you for joining. Yeah, okay. Okay. These taboos are really unspeakable, and I'm shocked to hear some here. Yes, eye opener. Yes. A lot. In fact, there are so much more that I have not even said. There are so much more. Like, okay, a woman cannot, some said, a woman cannot spit on her husband, no matter how angry. Once you do, you must go for cleansing. Serious cleansing. You can't give money. I mean, there are just a lot holding a woman. My message said, okay. Susan Haba said, in my place, cola nut. Okay, cola nut is what they use in your place. Yes, my place will use cola nut as well. Let me tell you guys, in my place is still upheld. Yes, it is. And we use cola nut. The woman choose the cola nut. The man choose the cola nut. And they both agree to stay faithful to one another. It is vow. It is a vow to stay faithful to one another. But there are other things that in my place we have removed. We no longer do. Like some of this extreme one. My place we don't do it. I mean, I can give money to my father. I can give money to my brother. My brother can tie my wrapper. If my brother comes visiting, he doesn't come with his wrapper. I mean, I can give my brother my wrapper. So that one is to the extreme. Let me check some comment. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Chinenye, you know this is true, right? Chinenye, let me know where you come. Where are you from? Where are you from? Let me know in the chat. This thing is still practiced. Then Momesi, you're putting your hand on your head. Okay. Kadelu say, but sweetheart, tell us about your own custom. If a woman cheats, what happens to her? And if the husband knows about the infidelity and did not speak up, what happens to him? Okay. Now, in my place, I didn't tell my husband this. I didn't tell my husband that before the marriage that, oh, this is what we do, or this is what we, because it is my father's responsibility to make inquiries about it. So first of all, the Idra said, we make inquiries. We want to know, how is your family like? Like, what are the things you people do and what are the things you don't do? Okay. During the traditional, before the traditional marriage, okay, I took that vow. You were there. I took that vow, but maybe you didn't even know what you were. You didn't know what you were doing until after the marriage. But I knew what you were doing. I knew that it is the vow, the traditional vow that you are taking to stay faithful to me, because I'm not the only one that will stay faithful to you. So you didn't know that you are also committing yourself. The elders gave you kola nut. They gave us kola nut. We both knelt down. They said some prayers. They brought hot drink. And they spoke to me. They told me, this man, are you going to stay faithful to him? Remember that once we collect your the bride price, you cannot sleep out. You cannot cheat on him. I said, yes, I know. And they didn't ask my husband that. They didn't. They gave me the kola nut. I chewed. I gave to my husband. He chewed. They gave me the drink. They gave my husband. That was before the whole rite, the whole traditional rite was performed. Now, my place, I already know that I have committed myself. I already know. Let me see those who are in the chat. Financial Lady, thank you so much. It's a great topic. Yeah. You're okay. So Chinenye said, yes, I know I'm from Enugu State. You are from Enugu State, and this is practiced in your place, right? It's been practiced there. Mr. Rock, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Mr. Rock, I appreciate you, sir. Yes, good to have men in the house, because I would also want men to come up and talk on this. I also love, so that it will not just be women alone, discussing this, and maybe, oh, we are women, we are trying to drag power. No, we want men to also come and tell us why. What are those things from your place that you told your wife, or that you didn't tell your wife, or that will put a woman in trouble? So some of those taboos, those do's and don'ts, Mr. Rock, please share with us in the comment section. And if you can, please come up in the stream, because I am dropping the link, Mr. Rock. We're discussing the taboos in marriage. Some of those things that women are not allowed to do once they are married. These are the things we are discussing here. So, Mr. Rock, you have a culture, you have a tradition in your place that says a woman cannot give money. A woman cannot give money without the husband's consent. A woman cannot answer call from the bathroom. No man can cross a woman's leg. A woman cannot share her wrapper. Another man, except a husband, cannot sit on their matrimonial bed. Another man cannot see a woman's nakedness. And the bonga of it all, a woman cannot cheat. If she does that, that is death straight for her or for the husband. So let me go on with what I was explaining. Now, if I go ahead and knowingly or unknowingly have extramarital affair, my husband will pay if I don't tell him the truth. If I don't confess to him, if I don't tell him that I have done something, that this is what I did, I slept with another man, that one is the only one I know, my people. So if I don't tell my husband, he will fall sick, because my people made me know that. My people told me that I must protect my husband at all costs. So if no matter the congee, no matter how congee hold me reach, if my husband is not around, I will go and look for toy instead. For instance, my husband travels now, and he's been away, and my body is hot, normal thing. I will rather go and use something, toy, instead of cheating. I mean, cheating should be the last thing on my mind, because I know I am putting his life in danger. I know I am putting him in trouble. I know he will eventually fall sick if he eats my food or he comes to sleep with me. So that is the consequence. And if I tell my husband, he decides to forgive me, he must also tell his people. He must let his family members know that this is what the wife has done. And then I don't know their own what they will do. If I will need cleansing, or if I will need to go back to my father's house, because I haven't thought about that. It hasn't crossed my mind to ever cheat on him. So I know what I was getting myself into. No matter what, I am staying faithful in this marriage. No matter the temptation, I am staying faithful. It is till death. Unless I am tired. If I'm tired of the marriage, I will fold my bag and leave peacefully and ask that my bride price be returned. Free myself instead of getting myself into trouble or putting his life in danger. Because spiritually, I'll be destroying him. Spiritually, his life will be exposed to attacks. Spiritually, I have exposed him to spiritual attacks. I've exposed him to dangers. Let me read some comments here. And then I say it should be both ways. Absolutely. That is why I said I and my husband did that. So it's not just me. So guys who do this alone, they are free to go and do, but their wives cannot do. Jump on this and let us know, why must it be women alone? Why? And yet you don't want to marry another woman. You don't want to marry another wife, but you want to be cheating. Yet no consequence for you. Why? Is it fair to women? Then Mr. Rock said, Cornelius, much respect to you. It should be both ways, yes. Susan Haba Tip say, are they still active? Now that is the question. I'm coming to that. Susan Haba Tip say, I mean all the ritual stuff. Yes. In some places, they are still very active. In my place, they are still very active. But I want to know from you all watching, are these things very active in your place? Are they active where you come from? Please, anyone who can, let me know. If these things, if these practices, these rituals are still very active in your place, let me know. Either you drop it in the comment section or you jump on the link and come and rub minds with me. let us look at some of these things. Are they still very active? I know, yes, it's very active in Kogi State. I know it's active in some local governments that I'm very familiar. Odolu, Ogugu, Akpanya, no, not, Ankpa. These places, yes, they are still very active. Then Anambra, some places are still very active. Enugu, some places are still very active. Ebonyi, in some places, they are still very active in some communities. But some communities there, I don't know, they have come together and agreed that these things are unnecessary. And they have abolished it. They perform some rites, some traditional rites, and they abolish some of these things so that their daughters can be free to make her own decision. Hey, we have Susan Herbal Tips here. Thank you so much, ma'am. Chinenye said, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah. Chinenye said, in my place. Okay. Yes, I know. Chinenye said, in my place, if a married woman sleeps with another man, she will run mad. I forgot to mention that, yes, it happens in my place too. She will run mad until she's taken to the shrine for cleansing. I forgot to mention that running mad. Yes. Nemus was saying, because most men will go crazy. Barbara say, yes, they are still active in with families that are not Christians. Even families that are Christians is still active in some places.
Okay.
It's still. Welcome to that about you.
Thank you very much. Barbara Happiness, thank you. For that was what I wanted to ask, if is applicable to those that are Christians too. Like where me I come from, I'm from Edo State, Benin City to be precise. You know, I heard that things like this happen. Even what me I don't really like, you know, at times I feel say this thing, whether all these things then they see road, forgive me, because I heard of a woman that went to cheat with her rival's clothes on, you know, so that the cost will not be on her. So anywhere when they go, now the rival cloth, then they always they see, say now the rival cloth, you understand? So what? Yeah, that was what happened, because the man almost died, and the son died. But at the end of the day, they now found out, because she became sick. They found out before now. I know say they're very active, but they say our king don't change the stuff. Before, when a woman cheats in Edo State, the husband will die. But now it's the woman, the husband or the children will die. But now they don't turn the course, say now the woman go they die. But yes, waiting me see here now, say those things. Ryan, please, I'm on live stream. Please take your brother in. You know,
Oyoyo's word. Sorry, ma. Let me work. Oyoyo's word. Welcome, ma. Thank you so much for coming, Oyoyo's word. I appreciate you, ma. I hope you're following the discussion, guys. Please, like I said, if you have opinion, you have anything to say, jump on the link and join us in the discussion. Ma, I'm listening to you. We are listening.
Yeah, you understand. So there are ways they clean all these courses too. Then, so they say, you know, say that time when they get dustbin for back of our house. Those days, so we never get all this dustbin trash. We they get that outside when they go get for bush where everybody they put dirty. So any woman that you naked yourself and you bath for there for nights, you don't clean all those things off. But my question is the thing still active today? Because the way women are cheating and they pay their bride price, it makes me to wonder if those things are still active. That's my number one question. I ask on the comment section. Keep it there. Thank you. On the comment section before, if they are still active. Okay, this one happened in my husband's elder brother. That's my husband's nephew.
Please ignore the dogs. So ignore the dogs. My neighbor's dogs are mad. My neighbor's dogs are crazy. Please ignore the backing.
So my husband's nephew wanted to go and do traditional marriage, but they said there are some rituals the mother refused to partake on. Because she refused to partake on that ritual when she lost her husband, they don't recognize that girl as their own until that woman will come and do that ritual. And the woman refused because she said she's now a Christian. She don't want to do those things. because of that, I will just say my father-in-law now stopped the son from getting married into that kind of family. So my own now is, those things, are they still active or what they are?
They
If you
are.
ask me, I'm not sure.
Like, see, seriously, my place is still very active. Very, very active in my place. Like, if before you hear that a woman, where I come from, my village to be precise, in fact, my local government, before you hear a woman cheat on her husband, car is rare. Is rare. It's still very potent.
Okay.
And they make you know, that's it. It's not hidden from you that this is the consequence.
Okay, what
so
about
it's still very active in my place. If I try it, my husband will fall sick and eventually he will pass on.
Okay, is it
Yes.
it must it be traditional marriage or only church marriage is applicable to both?
Traditional marriage.
Okay, if it's only
traditional,
church marriage,
you cannot do church wedding. Like I know some people go and do church wedding now without traditional marriage. I don't know, but so long as you do traditional marriage first before church marriage, if you like just do only traditional marriage or no court wedding, no church wedding. Yes, I did only traditional marriage. I didn't do church wedding, and then it was when I joined my husband in Brazil that I did court wedding because of documents. So it's only traditional marriage. So the law is binding on me and is binding on my husband. So if my husband wants another woman, he will go and marry. He will not cheat. Yes, he will not cheat. He will go and marry and take full responsibility of that woman.
So your husband cannot cheat now.
Hey, let him go now.
Me, I like that type.
I give am kola nut chop. Not only me chop am. Now two of us chop am.
Okay, the kola wey they give you can't involve am.
Hey, it is for both of us.
No, it is supposed to be time, or now you just involve am.
Yes. Yeah, no. It is what my people do. They will tell you that this woman is your wife. They will tell you is your wife. You are going to be faithful to her, just like the church. I mean, okay, let us even be sincere. During church vow, don't we take vow to remain faithful?
Yes.
Don't we take vow to stay faithful to one another? But with church wedding, everybody cheats, both men and women, without consequences, without fear, no respect for the vow. So it is the same thing with the traditional marriage. A man is supposed to be faithful to his wife. The wife is supposed to be faithful to the husband.
No,
it's not supposed to be one-sided.
Where I come from is only the women.
Yeah, see, these things, some communities did it for just women. You understand? They did it for just women so that the woman will just stay. I mean, it's binding on only the woman.
Yeah.
It's binding on only the woman. So they make you know the consequence first before you even embark on it.
Okay.
So it's still very, very active in most communities in Igbo land. At least me, I'm an Igbo woman. But some communities have abolished it because they know women flex more than men today. They know a lot of women, one man don't do them. So they are afraid of losing their daughters.
How can a married woman be cheating comfortably? Me, I don't understand, sir. Maybe
see what is happening.
No, Owadia, you know, I was doing one topic on my channel one day. I said before a woman will start cheating on you, they already start cheating here. That is my belief.
It starts from here.
Exactly. Because it doesn't just happen one day that I want to start cheating. No, something they always trigger a woman.
Something prompted it.
Exactly. You understand? So that's my belief. But this one that they are not cheating, they will just cheat comfortably and come to that same house and still be okay with that woman. You know, they enter
and cook for the man. And cook for the man to eat and serve the man purpose to chop.
You understand? I don't know.
Let me read some comments. Hold on.
Okay.
Rebecca said, I wonder too. Esther's Chronicle said, those dogs know they sleep. Yeah, my dogs are very crazy dogs. Then Cornelius said, in some places, it does not happen anymore because of foreign religion has messed up these things. Oyoyo's was say this custom, those customs still work, but they must have performed the rituals when they marry the woman, when they marry the woman for the rituals to work against the woman. Yes. Cornelius said the cola nut and the palm wine. Yes, you drank and ate it, so you cannot cheat on me too. Mom SC says Susan Habakis is like likes that, like, okay, likes that no cheating. Okay. Financial lady, I see you. Thank you so much. Let's hear from you, Oyoyo's world. Oyoyo, is she there?
Sorry, lady. I was talking. I didn't know I put it on mute.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and everybody in the
Hello,
chat.
Yo-Yo.
Welcome, my beautiful lady. Welcome.
Nemuzo, are you still here? Yes, so okay.
So I wanted to chip in something. Susan, I do apologize for dropping out from your live stream. My battery went off, and then I had visitors at home, so I couldn't come back.
No worries, sis. No worries. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you.
Thank you. So these rituals we have, a bit traditions we are talking about, it happens.
Yeah.
It really happens. And some communities in Anambra it will happen. I will use a few communities like Aguleri in Anambra, where the former governor Aguleri and Umuleri. But for that
we
to
share
happen,
boundary with them. Share boundary with them. Yes.
You see, for that to happen, they must have taken the woman to the shrine to perform some kind of thing that you will not speak with another man. You will not go out with another man. If you do, it's going to be consequence. Is going to be death immediately. So, but if they don't do that on the woman, definitely that thing is not gonna work. Okay, and then in Enugu Ezike, in Enugu State. Enugu Ezike is another bad one. As a young girl growing up, our neighbor those days is from Enugu Ezike. So he was living by himself. Eventually, he brought the wife. But before he brought the wife, we didn't know the man was a married man. Women were busy, trooping in. So when eventually the wife came, and then the woman didn't go back, the woman now stayed in the city with the husband and all of that. And then maybe if something came up in the village, the woman left. The man still brought in his girlfriends, you understand, when the woman was not there. But that's the reverse is the case for a woman. That woman would never in her life try another thing. No man will ever cross that woman's leg. If you do, that one is big punishment.
Yes.
So and now when we heard about their culture, I was in secondary school. So we now start asking our mother question. Is it not the same tradition that these people have? Why is the man messing around with women? My mother said, that was the only answer she gave. That was the only. We should just forget that.
For Matthias.
Honestly, then a cousin of mine, I think about second cousin or third cousin, got married to the same village. But they did not tell my mother until the traditional marriage. So when we got there, my mother realized it was from the same place. My mother said, wait, where is your mother? I hope you know where you're marrying to. She like, yes, mommy, we just love each other, blah, blah, blah. So my mother went and started talking to the girl's mother. Say, listen, this one, your daughter fine, rich like this. And the man is not even in Nigeria. The man lives overseas. And this one is in Lagos by herself. Didn't you guys ask questions? It was at a traditional marriage event. So she was like trying to interrogate them to know what is going on. How come there is no other person you see is this place? Okay, fine. But I need you guys to know the consequences that will come if your daughter misbehaves. The mother was like, Mama, I did not know it was that bad. I said, my mother said, you did not know. So to cut the whole story short, when they now went back to their village, they started performing another traditional marriage in the village. And that's those rituals we are talking about. You understand that They took her from Anambra, went back to Enugu. The villagers were waiting. They will cover the woman. She will go to this place. They will say their things. They
To
will say
initiate her
examination.
into it.
Yeah, they will say everything. They will say, and the girl was just, willing. I love my babo and all of that. That marriage did not last for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
It did not last for
Okay.
3 years. So the guy finished and left back to was it Netherlands or something like that? I think Amsterdam. That's Netherlands, right? So he went back then. I was still in Nigeria. The next thing we heard that the girl is out of marriage. My mother said that, let me just say my mother said I'm no man walk. That was just how my mother said it. Because my mother has looked at the girl, said this one way high, day high. And she's living by herself in Lagos. That kind of marriage will not work.
So thank you so much for coming. Black Money Cup, I see you, sir. Welcome. Black Money Cup, I appreciate you. Hey, Rebecca, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this amazing super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Oh, you see, this is what I was saying. Some people out of love, yes. If yes. Yes. Anything they say, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Forgetting the consequence. These things are still very active.
Very, very, very active. People, we should not overlook it too. Very active. That
religion, Christianity will not cover the consequence. So when it begins, Christianity, unless you go and even if you confess, who are you going to confess to a reverend father or to a pastor? Who?
The only way it will not happen to you if they did not do those rituals, because my mother warned them. And then when they got there, it's like you're having another traditional and it's in the night. So you might not even say where they are taking you to. And all the things they are saying, they are speaking it in their dialect. You don't even understand half of the things they are saying. So you have
mine was done broad daylight with the elder seated there. And me and my husband kneeling there. And they said it. I don't have any intention of cheating on my husband, especially at this age of mine. I want to enjoy my marriage and make it work by all means. So we agreed it is. We were not ignorant. Me personally, I know I was not ignorant. My father, there's something my husband posted here. He dropped here in the comment. He said, my husband said, in my own case, I was told by my father-in-law that if I know that my wife cheated on me and I did not say anything, I'll be punished. But if she cheats and I did not know, she will be the one that will be punished.
Yes.
That was what my father told him. My father told him, love doesn't cover this one. He said, she's my daughter. Love, I cover Pankanoa. Not do love. I love your daughter. I love you. If you cover her with love, you will pay. And if you don't know, she will pay. So tell me why I will open my eyes and one bobo will come and toast me and have the carnal knowledge. I mean, it doesn't make any sense
at all.
When I know the consequence.
We shouldn't even overemphasize it. Do you know all the stories we hear on the internet that they are gummed together, Magun? Those are African things. When a man and a woman gum together, those are African things. And usually the men that do those things to their wives are already suspicious men that their wives are cheating on them. You understand? So they want to catch them in the
people
act.
Are using science to excuse it away that that is a common thing that happens. I don't know how they describe it when the muzzle tightens due to excitement. Now today we don't dey bench. Which kind of excitement?
Oh, I did attend them.
That today? Which kind? Don't stop your welcome. I see you.
Gonna use English painter for us.
Don't stop your welcome, Aden. Thank you so much for coming. Aden, thank you so much for coming. Thunder Scorpion, I see you all. Now today we don't dey bench. Which kind of science? You don't know what is happening. You don't know what the man must have done. Simple science. Not this science alone, Biko.
No science do you own.
I'm even gonna ask here, do we have any idea? When we read those things on internet, how do they separate those couples that gum together? Is it not
There's
tradition?
an injection.
Tradition now. They will go for cleansing or something that can be able to separate them.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think they do it a lot. Even Kenya, in Kenya, they do it.
Yeah, even the husband can do it, or the husband can undo it.
Yes.
The husband can undo it, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. But those abroad, they do so. I think they do surgery. There's an injection they give to release the holding of the release the teeth of the vagina. Release the teeth of the peccus from the prick.
The thing don't get it overnight.
They remove the prick of the peccus from the prick.
This is we are
you think people don't get it. If you think people don't get it, go try cheating with a man who has that tradition. And then you don't think people get
it. I don't tire for them.
This is a serious matter. It's a serious matter. You know, because of the little knowledge I know about it, especially that my cousin that got married at that time. So when I married my husband, I said, okay, Oga, come, where is any tradition in your place? The man said, what kind of question is that one? I said, I need to ask. This one, I met you in the US. We married, that even somebody go do our traditional marriage for us. You know, that kind of it. I need to ask, what is obtainable in your place? Is it if I
ask your husband?
I asked my husband. Because some people you don't shake a male in some cultures. You understand? You don't shake a man's hand. So we need to know. He was like, why am I? I said, no, tell me everything applicable to your culture. Let me know. Because in my place, you understand? This is what is applicable in my place. You understand? So I need to know what is applicable in your place. In your place, do you bend down to greet or do you hug? I'm a hugger. Or do you shake hands?
Me too, I'm a hugger.
So we need
to know. I'm a hugger.
Yeah,
imagine a tradition. Imagine in my husband's place if they don't hug and I am busy hugging people anyhow, giving them chance anyhow.
I was asking if all these things are still working, because the Ishan, they have these traditions too that you cannot hug, you cannot even sit down in your. My husband friends go come as they'll say, my wife, come sit down, we'll sit on their lap. You know, the whole thing is confusing me now. As far as say I don't get bad intention towards that, so I don't think anything will happen to me. Waiting me just know, say they forbid and we forbid, don't sleep with another man. You understand? Say all those hugging or sitting on their lap or playing rough play. Me, I don't think that one will still work. Or if not, me for don't die, or really, because really.
See, sister, if they don't do the rituals, the time they married you, those things will not work on you.
They did it now. No, me, I did not need that. I didn't eat any cola, not to.
Okay.
And they didn't ask.
They didn't take any drink.
No,
they didn't take you anywhere.
No.
Okay.
That's why.
Then you're free now.
You're free.
See,
you're even free to go and bench.
My conscience will not allow me. As that man they try and reach. Now let me go just sleep and not wake. My conscience will not allow me.
Only I will just sleep, you don't go away. Honestly, you see, this is the reason why in some places they abolished it, they removed it. Like they came together, the elders came together and said, okay, enough is enough, because they are losing today's young people and young guys and young girls when their heads they touch, they meet today, they don't collect quick one. Now then when they ask of them, everybody go down by now.
Yeah.
So they have to, because they know that a lot of people are so loosed. They know that young people are exploring daily. So
okay, host, I have a question to ask here. I told you about the Aguilera thing that they go and do. They call it Ikwaiyi. You understand? Ikwaiyi to a woman. Then, and the same man that took his wife to Ikwaiyi stuff is busy having girlfriends outside. So what are we even talking about here? Why is it always on women? Women. Then
that is, we have men in the house. We have men in the house.
Our next door, our neighbor, You know, we live in the same street, so the next street and the fences are small, so you can actually see the other house. You understand? That man he was from Enugu Ezike. He was busy. In fact, his girlfriend friend happened to, because of the way we see each other, made my mom a friend. He's a widow at the time, so she was dating that man, and the lady in question, she's from Nsugbe. You understand? So she was dating this. I said their culture, both of them, they have strong cultures. Then how come that man was dating somebody, but the wife will never even shake a man's hand? Why is he always on women?
That is the question I want men to come and answer. Men, drop in the comment section for a guy watching this. We have how many guys in the house? We have a Black Money Cup, we have Cornelius, we have Thunder Scorpion. Why is it just women? Why is it that you men are free to jump around? I am not saying we want to cheat. We don't want to cheat, but why must it be that we are the ones who can hug? We are the ones who can shake. We are the ones who can give money. We are the ones who can answer call. We are the ones who can just do a whole lot.
Yeah. You know, that one of giving money, you've already talked about it, right? That one shocked me. It shocked me to my mind. Ask my
but Mr. Cornelius explained it better, because me, I was confused. But Mr. Cornelius said you must inform your husband.
But that is the case. So must I inform my husband about my own money?
That's my question. I want to ask you now. Susan, I bet help me put mouth for this one. Before I got married, my parents trained me for school. So they trained me finish. I can't get money, a job with that certificate. I will tell my husband what I want to do for my parents.
No, maybe waiting make they bring that one. You know, say all this men, they take women swear some kind swear where go favor them. Maybe those women are already stealing from their husband to go and be acquiring properties or stuff like that.
You just reminded me of one, Susan, about it. You just reminded me of one. A woman cannot take her husband's money. If you take your husband's money, there is consequence. You can't steal his money. Me, where they stash trousers, seriously, pass a lot, pa. Me when they stash trousers, pass police.
Me when they return change.
No,
give me money. They return.
When they open wallet, they go back from work. Say me they go back. I go don't open the wallet. Check waiting there, waiting go there. Come on, the one I want come out. Now me, you won't go use that one home. I go not find that.
My own is direct deposit from work. Now they enter my own account, so I for don't pay sense.
You understand? So it's just good. It's good you ask questions. You know where you are entering. You know what you're entering into, because some now like that now bondage I call them.
Sincerely. See, when I was asking my husband, he was like, why am I interested in this? I said, no, it's not that I'm interested.
What did he answer you? What did he tell you? What was their own?
No, I asked him, what are your tradition? Like in some places, they have what we call unso for a woman. You understand? These are an abomination. You don't do them. You understand? For a woman. That I need to know if anyone is applicable to your place. He said, what do I mean? I said, tell me, from shaking hands to hugging to even sleeping with another man. Tell me everything. So the man said, okay, sleeping with a woman can't sleep with another man in my place. I said, okay, the way you answered me, that means you're not talking. I need you to answer me in all honesty. You just said, after a while, he now told me, he said about, I said, wait, but you were telling me about one of your brothers that the wife, they are suspecting that one of the children is not their brother's own. So that how come the woman is still alive? That means you do not have that's a problem in your place. Or you tell me, if I go to meet your people, can I give a hug? Can I shake hands? You understand? Must I kneel down to greet people? Because the kneeling down thing is actually the Yoruba culture. We in Igbo people land, we don't really do all of that. The highest we do is to courtesy. You understand? It's to courtesy. So he was like, there is nothing like that, Oyoyo. That even if they were, that was a long time. That I did not see it in the because their place. His father was their king for 50 years, so they had the opportunity of reading the tradition and the custom of their people. He said he never read anything like that. You understand? But there are still few things that are an abomination, kind of, a woman is not supposed to do. Now, one of it is for you to go and do juju. You get what I'm saying? You know, for those women that do juju.
Yes.
So if they marry us, let's say 3 of us, our wives, to one man, then I will feel maybe our husband is looking Susan more than he's looking us. And I want to go and do something so that the love will come to me. That is the abomination in their place. You don't do that.
My place too.
So I now said, wow. He said he now gave me another history of what happened. A woman was chased away from their village because she did that. So people should ask questions. There is no harm in asking questions. Ask to know.
And if it's something, this is why I decided to, like, some of these topics I'm bringing in. This is why I'm saying this thing. Don't just get carried away with love. And then for our parents, it's time for them to, you see, a lot of these parents, these woke parents, they don't care about all these things. These questions are not asked. All they care about is, how much is my in-law bringing?
Thank you.
How rich is my in-law?
Onwadia, please, I want to ask Mr. Cornelius, so he's a man here now. What about if the woman don't know all these things, or some of all these things, he can't do them? Will that thing affect the woman? I'm asking.
He will answer.
He said it depends on the culture of the people. In my own place, you are married, you are not the owner of yourself any longer. Whatever you do must be communicated to the husband. Okay, what about those things that the woman is not aware of? She didn't communicate it to you. Will those things affect her?
I don't know about all their own culture, but
and you are there. Go and be asking now.
Yeah, the ones I asked, the ones I asked, they told me the ones they can tell me. But me, I told him the one I know, like one. I told him we don't sleep out, we don't cheat. And then a woman's corpse doesn't belong to the husband or his family. Once a woman leaves, she returns back to her father's compound.
Yeah, there are some cultures like that.
Really?
Yes, in Igbo, yes. A woman, it is believed that marriage is a journey. So once a woman embarks on a journey, she will definitely return from that journey. You don't travel and stay there. You travel and return someday. Even at old age, even if the man is no longer there, the corpse must be returned to the husband's compound. I mean, to the father's compound.
Yes. Okay, let me now say something that will shock you, okay? You know, when those traditions and everything were formed, I believe our people were not educated. There was nothing like Western education or Western life, okay? So now, after how many generations, we have journeyed overseas, most of us living in diaspora. Have you thought about those that died during COVID? Do you know they were all burnt in the countries where they died?
Exactly,
so what will happen now? Will that tradition start killing people in their home?
No, but that is an exceptional case. That is an exceptional case in the sense that the corpse, because of the situation, they cannot return the corpse. The corpse now belong to the government because of a spread of the virus. So the government decide what to do. But if the man and the woman are in the same place, what it means that the man cannot bury the corpse, the wife's corpse, in his compound. So long as they are together, living in Nigeria, the man must return the corpse to the father of the girl.
What if they live overseas?
What will happen if they didn't return her corpse?
If they live overseas,
if they live overseas, then it's different. You know, when you go out,
it's not different. Let's assume she died a natural death. They live overseas. The culture is still the culture. The highest the village people will do, if you want that corpse, they should contribute $10,000 and put in their account.
They want to see the cost of their family.
No, what is done, what is done in this situation is that there is some tradition, there are some certain rites that will be performed. If the corpse cannot be brought home, those rites will be performed in the woman's compound to show that she has been buried.
Yes.
That's how they bury somebody, not physically.
Banana.
Yes, so there are certain things they do to represent the corpse of the woman. So those things are done in the compound and buried there to represent that, yes, their daughter returned home. It is performed there. There are some rites and rituals performed there. But first of all, the body goes to the man's house. Yes. They will perform their own ritual, you know, and then send her back to her father's place. Then once they get there, they will also perform certain things to receive her back home. The father will now welcome her. The father is no longer alive. Whoever the elder, the most eldest person there, anybody who is representing the family, will now welcome the corpse back home, and then they will bury. If that is not done, it has consequences.
I've heard about it. I've heard about it. But you know, like we said, there are exceptions to general rules. And if they are beginning to have exceptions to traditions, that means the tradition is no longer as effective as it should be. It's no longer
active.
You understand?
Somebody say gods can't travel abroad, you. Who told you that the gods can? The gods can travel. The gods can travel.
So these things are so strong because if you look at it in every dimension, a lot of people are being kidnapped in Nigeria and they don't return home. They will die. You understand? A man will look for the wife will look, and then eventually they will now go and do this kind of burial. I have a family friend that the father was kidnapped. After 3 years, they didn't see the man. They just had to go and do burial. You understand? Usually 7 years. That's the tradition in Igbo. 7 years, if that man did not come back, they will do the proper burial.
And they will wear mourning clothes. They will bury him like he's present. They will mourn him for the duration of time, the period of time they are supposed to mourn somebody they see physically. They will perform all the ritual rites and tradition.
All those things are strong. And Susan asked a question, what if they did not do that? Susan, if they did not do that, you see death to start happening in that family, to be taking people, until they will go and find out what is the cause of their problem.
Yes, the spirit will not rest. It will just be disturbing. And until they now go and make a wafa, my people will say wafa. So they will go and make inquiries with the native traditionalist or native doctor. They'll consult. Yes, so they will now tell them what happened and why. So they will now perform certain rituals again to now appease the spirit, to stop disturbing and for the death to stop occurring. Some of these things are real. They are real. They are not Nollywood. People see, out of ignorance we make a lot of. We don't know. Some things are binding on us. We don't know until we ask and we avoid them. Then that's the only way we can be free.
So all those people that they are cursed now that will now run to church.
Those people that run to church, do you know what they go through in cleansing of families? It's not an easy thing. Let me tell you guys about one story. There is this man, the man was so bad.
You don't make me the guess sweat inside my hair. This thing is this is deep.
Look the hair, look that.
See, so let me tell you guys, this particular man was so bad. When I mean bad, is that kind of man in the village that will acquire people's lands because he has money, or he has juju power, or people started being afraid of him. So the children now started growing up. Some will try this one, nothing will work. This one, nothing will work. Some started getting born again and all of that. Then during the Bakassi time, they remember during the Bakassi time, the Bakassi in Anambra, if they carry their machete and pass your front and the knife turn red, they will stop there and kill the person that is there. It was that bad though. So that particular Christmas, we went home for Christmas. They now say, Bakassi boys, we are coming to our village. Hey, come and see people. We're running helter-skelter. We drove back. We were going for a wedding. We drove back and started following them so that we can witness.
They will just go and kill.
This is not hearsay. It happened.
Once the cutlass turn red, if the person has murdered someone or is a thief, it turn red.
Yeah. So this particular evil man, the man now heard that Bakassi boys are coming. And you know some village town criers. Some village town criers, they know how to make you panic. So somebody now came to the man's house, say, and I called him Chief, Ichie, whatever they call him, that they're already in Ori Market, which is very close to the man. The man went inside his room and drank poison and died.
He just killed himself before because
they will carry the corpse, they will burn the corpse. So the man said no, that he doesn't want to be killed by Bakassi. He wants to be buried in his compound. So that was how he was already old. He took his life. So see, tradition still they strong, though. It's still they strong.
You don't know why people are going for deliverance every year. Year in, year out. Some people are running from one church to the other. Pastor, pray for me. Pastor will tell them it is ancestral curses from your father's house, from your mother's house. They are going for deliverance January to December, breaking curses. Some of these things are from tradition, things we don't know and we didn't ask questions.
Yes.
That's the truth.
There was a video I watched some years back that a corpse refused to get into the compound. It was on social media that time, circulating every day, carried the corpse. The corpse refused to move. They will bring another ambulance. If they reach to the entrance of that community, the ambulance will break down.
Will not move.
They will bring her. So they did it 3 times. What they did was to carry the corpse on the head. Then the coffin fell. The coffin fell. The man fell. If it was there, they now had to go and call a herbalist. So the traditionalists now came and started appeasing the gods. Let me call it the way. As started appeasing the god. And by the time they finished, they now realized the reason why the man did not want to get home. That apparently was somebody from his family that killed him. So they had to carry the corpse to that man's house. Then the corpse became quiet. I was like,
things are happening, things are strange things that we think going to church alone will stop it. It is better you know, so that you decide for yourself if you want to get in or if you don't want to get in. Ignorance is not an excuse. That's it. Ignorance is not an excuse. That you don't know. The gods don't know whether you know or you don't know, whether you are living in Obodo Igbo or not, whether you are abroad or not. When those things begin to speak, anywhere you are, those things. So it's better we know. So that is the essence of this, bringing this thing here. And the men refuse to answer, why is it that only women are the ones bearing the consequences of someone, especially when it comes to infidelity? Why are men not paying? Must we be the only one? Must we?
That's the
Must
question.
we?
Yeah, we'll keep ourselves, keep our body, but their own is everywhere. Side chicks up and down.
I'm happy I have somebody tied to myself. He cannot go and cheat. Today he wants to go and cheat.
Me, if you want to go and cheat, carry me along.
He cannot go and cheat. I want to watch. I want to witness.
If you know you can stop me watching, let's go.
You were not here day before yesterday. Susan about this when we treated sexual fantasies and fetish. I was missing you.
Why did you call me now? Why you not call me?
The fantasies and fetish, those things. If you want to shit, carry me along. Let me be an eyewitness. JK, thank you so much for coming. JK, I appreciate you. Please give me a thumbs up. We are about leaving nice. Let me free you all to go and enjoy your Friday night. Thank you so much. You all have been amazing.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Yo-yo.
God bless you. Yo-yo. Susan about it.
You.
Thank you so much. Good night. Good night. Good night. I appreciate every one of you. Yes. I appreciate every one of you. Financial Lady 1. Yes, she said she's still in the house. I know. Esther's Chronicles. Nemus, all of you. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate your love. I appreciate your support. Who else do we have here? Thunder Scorpion, Ify London, Esther's Chronicles, Mom Essie, Chinenye. Yes, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? We have a lot of amazing people here supporting. Thank you so much. God bless you. Aden, thank you so much. Rebecca, thank you for this amazing super chat. I appreciate you. God bless you, ma'am. God bless you, ma'am. God bless you. Thank you so much. Black Money Cups, Thunder Scorpion, Fabro Happiness. Thank you so much. Decency Beat and everyone. Cheke, thank you so much. We are leaving. I appreciate you. So, guys, please, ignorance is not an excuse. If you're watching this stream, you come across this stream, ignorance is not an excuse. Make inquiries, ask questions so that you will not regret it. He who asks questions doesn't miss his way. If you ask questions, you will be the one to decide if you want to stay in that marriage or not. If you want to even get into it in the first place or not, it is left for you to decide. But don't be caught unaware. Don't be caught unaware. Don't be caught in a home where certain things are prohibited and you break the rules. You must perform the rites. You must perform the traditional rites in order to free yourself. This one, church is good though. Go and give your life. If you are giving your life to God, you want to go to church, then remove your hand from anything called infidelity. Because if you're a Christian, you are cheating, you are still disobeying the law of God. If you're a Christian, you are cheating is still a sin. So whether tradition or not, every woman, please, so long as you are married, keep your body for your husband. Keep yourself for your husband. And men, please, keep yourselves for your wife as well. It is not binding on just the woman alone. If the tradition protects you, God is there to question you for not keeping yourself for your wife as well. So it's not just for the woman. You are also breaking the law of God because your body belongs to the wife. My body belongs to you. Your body belongs to me. So let us respect and uphold the vow of chastity. Infidelity is wrong. Infidelity is not good. And then for those other extreme customs and traditions, please ask questions so that you know if you can hug someone freely. Know if you can shake someone. Know if you can give money. Know if somebody can sit on your bed. Know if you can give your brother a wrapper even. Know if you can do some answer call from the bathroom. Just know certain things. It will protect you and help you. Okay, guys? So with this, I say, please go and have an amazing weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Fire as much as you can. Fire. As for me, I don't sleep weekend. Weekend is not for sleeping. Friday night is meant to be utilized properly because within the week, we are busy. But you see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, hey, I utilize it. So go and enjoy yourself. Utilize it. Have a wonderful weekend. Get a good rest, please. It's very important. Rest is very important. Get a good rest. God bless every one of you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your love and your support, for the constant love and support. Welcome, checking. I miss you.
And anytime I'm calling you, pick up the phone, but you know that
I miss you. I miss you.
my baby, my baby, my baby, please don't let me.
Rebecca, thank you so much. Thank you. Woo! Woo! Nemuza. Hey, I almost forgot Nemuza. Good night. See ya. Bye. Estas Chronicles, my honorable. Good night. Chicken. Good night. Bye. You want the t-shirt? Ow!
It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm ready to run in the morning. Go, 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 Charlie. You know, so the people that I
Juba, thank you for the thumbs up. Fabro Happiness, thank you so much. Fabro, good night, everyone. I love you all. See you on Monday, same time for another interesting topic. Monday, let's keep a date here. Good night. Love you all. Bye.